How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel and welcome to the Midweek stream. How is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I hope life is treating you just dandy. And genuinely, I'm all good. I kind of figured that I was going to be doing this stream today because I've got a couple of videos already lined up for the rest of the week and I'm fine. And I kind of figured that I just want to chill. I don't want to do anything too highly stressful. I think I've had a good birthday. I've had a couple of days where I wasn't well. And now I'm back and I'm all good. And now I'm just sort of mulling through the week and just trying to get to the end where we can start getting into like water park sim again. And I kind of figured let's just get into doing a little bit of counting, a little bit of chilling when it comes down to, like, you know, wrapping my OCD brain around counting money again. And I think it'd just be a laugh. And I'm just kind of want to hang out and just not really worry about life right now. Just chill. I think everybody just needs to calm the fuck down a bit today. Well, this whole week has just been one radical moment after another. And I think we need to take some time for ourselves. So if you're with me, just hit the like button, hit subscribe, chill down, sit down, grab a cup of tea, and just count money with me. I think that's all we need right now. We just need small distractions from life. I think we're okay. Apart from that, let's go. Okay, so I reckon we could do this one. Howdy, Hybrid. I'm doing good, Brundle. Thank you very much for asking, man. I'm going to do this hard mission here. This is an 8. I can't do it. I'm not level 34 yet. Oh man, I need to do level 30. I need to do something harder. 8 million yen. Yeah, we could do that in a really quick time. 8 million yen. I got you. I could actually do that like right now. So the video that I'm actually going to release, I want to say tomorrow, is actually a video I recorded today about all of the about like upgrades that I've done around the cache cleaning world in this game. And a couple of suggestions actually came in from actually like in the comment section. I was kind of happy. And one person said in the comments, they were just like, so why don't you just like sellotape up a certain amount of notes per bundle? I'm like, that's not a bad idea. So this 8.5 million yen has to go into a small box, not ink stained. I could do that. I can do that right now. Like that is 10 million yen in one big bundle. And that is 4 million yen. So if I take this whole bundle, this is 10 million. So if I just take it over here, wrap my knife to it. So we cut this open and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we take 8 there. Take another half a mil there. Chuck that in a box. And off we go. Bye-bye. It was really, really handy here. And I was like, actually, that makes my life so much easier. Not to pull away from this game, but did you see they released Skate for free? So I can now open my mouth about that. I've been playing Skate for about a month and a half. I've been a playtester for the longest time. That's where that comes from. Like, I won a competition in their Discord with that board. That was one of the first boards they gave out as like one of their prizes. I've been playtesting that game for the last year and a half. And now I've played the final version that you guys are now playing, well, which is now early access. I was playing for 2.5 to 3 weeks. It was so good. So when everyone's like catching up, I'm like, I've already done all this. Yeah, no, it's good, man. I'm glad it's now out. 16th of September is when it came out. So it came out yesterday. The crowd have been really cool about it. It's been really nice to actually see like the skate community kind of flourish again, which is quite nice. And if you download it on PC and PlayStation and every other platform it's available, your profile saves over to that account. So because I was playtesting it on PC and then I downloaded it onto my PS, it was like it upgraded into my account. I was like, boom. And then I had all my stuff. I was like, okay, it's just done cross-platform, multi-everything. I'm like, well happy. So yeah, now I can grind around on my console and just take 5 minutes for myself, and just like I kind of use games like Skate. I use as kind of a release from like what I do on YouTube. So when I'm doing like live streams and videos and everything else, this is like the stressful side of everything. And then when it comes down to doing on PlayStation, it's just like that's where I get rid of all of this, and I get into that, and I'm like, you know what, I'm happy now. And the Skate is that way. Skate's one of the ways I've always used just to try and just get out of everything, and I've just enjoyed my life on it. It's nice. Don't know money. It is definitely escape, and I think that because I never learned to skateboard properly in real life. I was a skater. I used to rollerblade, but never used to skate. So having a computer game that kind of does that whole thing where you can make your own lines, even if it's just like drifting around a city and you don't have to care where you're going, you kind of just enjoy the ride. And I think most people, even if you don't really enjoy skateboarding in real life, I think most people should give it a go in the game, because you don't have to listen to anybody or do anything. You just do what you want to do, even if that one thing is just, oh, hey, I'm going to do this grind, or I'm going to do this one thing that I'm going to do this over here and I'm going to be happy. Okay, cool, do that. That's what skateboarding is in real life. I mean, in a game it's the same thing. So yeah, I love the fact it's out. I love the fact it's free. Anyone can play it, and it's just good. You know, it's not a game for everybody to get pissed off with and aggressive and horrible. It's a game where you just do what you bloody like. It's nice. Right, I need $330,000. That's 100 grand. That's 200,000. There's 30. Man, this is gonna wipe me out. Yeah, there's $300,000. Not saying it won't happen, but excited to see what they're going to do. Hopefully they definitely add pro skaters. I don't think they're going to add pro skaters. So skaters, if you've ever done anything with skate before, they've never really done much in the way of pro skaters. They've always kept it more indie feeling, because when it came to pro skaters, that was more of a Tony Hawk thing. With skate, it was kind of make your own adventure and be happy. It says in a case, but that case is not big enough. So what do they mean by case? Not a suitcase, right? I'm going to buy one and see if it's big enough. Unless the ones I've got are too small and the actual case is bigger. I'll have to see. I do like what they're doing with this game. Yeah, I like me personally, I like the city feel. I like the freedom of the city, but I do prefer, like, when it comes to, I would say the better way to do it. Well, it doesn't say I have to. It says in a case, any dollar, dry money. It's only got a certain amount of room. That's the problem, I shall. So I would say that when it came to like skate, I think skate 2 or skate 3, that you kind of had that difference between like massive skate ramps down into the city area. So you were able to do like different things. Well, I had 4 bundles of cash and it wouldn't all go in there. And this is one I've got to do later. Just gonna wait for this case to turn up. Boom. It is the same. So you're saying if I bundle all the money up, it'll all fit. Okay. What I'll do is I'll put all the stuff aside that's spare money. I bet I won't get it all in that case, will I? It's almost like I knew, and that's why it wasn't gonna fit. Yeah. It's because it wants me to use $100 bills, and I haven't got enough $100 bills to fulfill the order, so I ain't doing it, and it can take whatever off me instead, and I'm all good with that. Basically what it was, and it's like I said, it wants me to use $10,000 bills. I don't want to use $10,000 bills because I don't want to wash them all right now. Kind of just getting rid of all my money again like I did before. I know, it's short. And then I'll chuck it all in here, and then that'll be the rest of the order. It's just unfortunate. It's just, it wants me to use $10,000 bill bundles only, and that's kind of what I don't want to do right now. I prefer, what I like doing is I like wasting all of my money first and then running through all that stuff, cleaning it all up in one big go, which is kind of how I've been doing videos. So when I do videos, I show the process of like cleaning this up and doing this, that and the other. Like the video I recorded today was basically dealing with goop money, which comes in these really cool like toxic waste tins. These are amazing, I like these, but I had to do it in one big bundle. It was like 4 pallets of cash, and that's because I cleaned up everything I had. So I'm doing the same over here. All this stuff's dirty and crap, and I've got to basically wash it all and sort it all out in one go, which is, it's just how I do things. I am, well, quite frankly, I'm a weirdo. Yeah. I know why things ain't working. It's just the way it is. 6 objects. Pack these items in silver statues. I can actually do that. So I need a medium box. That's one of these ones. 6 silver statues. See? Now, it would be nice to get a nice bit of reward for this, but that ain't gonna happen. Like a nice big truck full of cash would be nice. Do 50 bills. Find and deliver unknown marked bills. I haven't got any unknown bills. Unless he's gonna, oh, is he actually, I wonder if that's a mission where he's actually gonna send me unknown bills, because obviously you have to sort out unknown bills, because those ones are unknown. Well, yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, I'm willing to take the mission and see what happens. If it's going to do 50 bills, Find and deliver unknown marked bills. Is it? Yeah, what is it going to send me? I don't know if I want to take this mission yet because it's like, am I going to have to just keep trying to find unknown bills? I haven't found. So the worst part is since I finished the game, I haven't found much in the way of marked notes. To put this into perspective, I've only found this one. Welcome back, Gaming Joseph. But yeah, this is literally all the marked notes I found in, like, I don't know what, 30 hours of playing this game since I finished it or whatever. So it's really annoying. I haven't found anything marked, and it's a pain in the butt. So it's like, if I take that mission, is it going to give me a massive amount of money and I have to find all the marked bills, or is that it? You're going to sleep. Okay, congratulations. Have a good night. 9 million yen. I could probably do that mission. Yeah, well, I put that thing wasn't there when I was playing this game. That's the worst part. I don't remember it being there, because if it was, I'd have dealt with it. Right, I don't know. Do I want to take that mission or not? Let's take the 115,000 euro in a large box, bound with a strap, in packs of any euro dry money. In a large box, 115,000 euro. There's 100. There's 110. Oh, these are 5,000 bundles. Yeah, my brain just went, and then that was, yeah, I know, I've got to bundle the rest up. Is it bruv? Ooh, really? Is it because they're cling filmed and not just strapped? I can deal with that, don't worry. There's 100 grand. There's 115. Huh. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 110. 115. Bound with a strap, in packs. Unless, oh, that's not a large box, is it? It's a bloody medium box. Sorry, my bad. Medium box, large box. It's the wrong box, which seems a bit pointless. Right box. Fantastic. What have we got left? Doing all right. Suppose we're going to pick up those cases now and chuck them in the pile of things I've got to sort out later. Yeah, boy. Yeah, well, I don't see it as rude, man. I mean, if people don't want to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below, that's fine. It's up to them. It's free will, freedom of speech, and freedom of will. Do what you like. I don't really. It's up to you. If you don't want to hit the like button, don't like it. If you do want to hit it, hit it. Hit it hard. Oh no! What was happening? Huh. Give me a second, guys. So currently, having to wait for my other half to come home. So she ate something, and we're not sure what was in the food, but she ate, and she had an allergic reaction to it. So she's in hospital right now, waiting for. Well, she's been seen, and just waiting to come home now. Just gotta wait until. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, she had a shot of adrenaline. The ambulance took her off. And now she's in hospital, just waiting for the rest of it to happen, and then she'll come home. That's kind of another reason why I'm streaming at the moment. I'm just like, I've got nothing else to do. I'm kind of on call, you know. I've got a notification. It's all good, right? Yeah. So every now and then I might drop out and have a chat with myself for a second. Okay, so we've got all that stuff over there that needs to go through. I think we could do one more mission, maybe, before we have to start washing stuff again. 8 million yen, definitely easy. I wish they'd just give me missions I can actually do. I can do 8 million yen. $60,000 in a large box in $10 bills. I can do that. Give me a pallet and we'll come and get the whole lot. That's gonna be a lot. I was expecting maybe like one box. Nope. Got a whole lot. Is that all of it? Looks like it. So slow. So I've got to do 60 grand in $10 notes. I think I can just about do it. Maybe. I know I've got like 40. I might need some help out of these boxes then. Maybe. They're all $10. Jeebus. Yep. They're all $10 notes. Blinded by the box. The music? What? That up there? What do you mean blinded by the music? Oh, okay. Right, so 10, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's $47,000 right there. In a large box. So I need 20 grand, basically. I'll leave the knife there. We'll be alright. So this is all dry money. Best part about it. Dollars, tens, go. Eight, 9, 10. 50. 1. Oh, poo goes in there. Right. Is there any ideas of what you'd like in added to this game? A giant dryer. One like this, but massive, in this corner where I can stuck in like an entire pallet's worth of money and it dries the whole lot. That's what I want. I want a giant dryer, because drying 6 pallets of money in that flipping little dryer there is a pain in the arse, and I want a giant dryer. And I think that's the only thing I really want now. Quite happy with that. The rest of the game is pretty good. I'm alright. I just want a giant dryer. That's it. We are lacking a giant dryer. That box goes on there. Yeah, that's it. Giant dryer. Maybe like, I don't know, another 1 billion missions. And I'm alright. Right, I suppose I'll actually set these to flipping dollar bills anyway, just in case. Oh no, I now I've got a shotgun shell rolling around on the floor. Oh no, it turned it into rubbish. I was collecting those. Yeah. Never thought I'd see that. Right, like I said, I've been collecting these. Don't ask me why, I just do. Right, that's another 1,000, so that's 2. Three. For now, these are all spares. No. Damn it. Right. This can go over here. Seems to be a lot of shotgun shells. I feel like maybe it was not a murder, it was more of a bank robbery. That's what this mission's feeling like. Four, 5. Give me a sec. I'll read your message in a minute, matey. Six, 7, 8. Do you think you will ever be a big streamer? Love watching your lives, but it's never as many people as I feel there should be here with us. No, I don't. And the reason why is because I'm not 20 years old. I'm not screaming in your face. I'm not playing first-person shooters. I'm not being a complete and total dickhead. I'm not being a half-wit brained retard like most of the people that seem to be like big on streaming, and I'm not one of those people who tends to make a lot of controversial takes that get a lot of attention when it comes to the internet. I tend to keep myself to myself, and I make content based on the interests of what I enjoy compared to what other people feel that I should be doing. I know it sounds weird, but if I wanted all that like fame and glory, then I would probably just take a page out of bigger YouTubers' books and be like, okay, cool, if I just act like an ignorant twonk half the time, then I'd probably do all right. And obviously keep myself 100% fully anonymous so no one ever knew who I was, and go from there, which is kind of how you get bigger, unless you're very, very charismatic in this business. And you'll find that a lot of people who are really big they're very, they're not really worried about anything they say. They just carry on. Call them controversial, call them whatever, but that's just how life is. And if you've got the charisma and you've got the if you've got the looks and the youth, you'll be perfectly fine doing YouTube. But being a streamer, the thing with being a streamer is you're appealing to a certain demographic of people, and not every single one of those people is going to come by and watch your streams. It's just how it is. I expected that when I first started. That's kind of how I started, and I was like, I wasn't really worried about people joining, and I wasn't really worried about massive numbers because I knew it wasn't going to happen for me, even back then. Now, yes, if I chose a different hobby, or if I chose a different walk of life, maybe, but I don't know enough about that. I know more about the gaming industry because I've spent 40 years of my life basically playing games and living the industry. And I used to do a lot of like beta testing on console stuff. Then I moved to PC, and then I got heavily involved in the Hybridsteel world and became a tester basically for that. But I've always been more into reviewing and sort of like the journalism side of gaming until I started my own channel. So, no, I never really thought myself I'd be that big of a streamer. I just thought I would just trundle by and be happy, And that's kind of where I'm at. I'd love to be bigger. I'd love for the channel to take off and get 100,000 subscribers, constant views and constant everything. But I'm definitely not that type of person who's gonna ever have it happen, because I feel that I'm too boring for most people to watch. If that makes sense. I'm not, well, have you seen these? These are unknown bills. I shouldn't be packing these. Right. We need to shut the whole lot through this shift. That's just my take on like the way I am though. At the end of the day, I'll just carry on. And if I just carry on, then I carry on. That's how it is. If it's night time, we'll get... Oh, yeah, it is. You know what? We're going to do this well fast. Well, we'll try to. See, they're in this bundles. So all of these, I need to recheck because they're loose. I could just cut, if I'm looking for unknown, which are these ones, I could just do it. I could just go through the last bundle. Should have done this before though. Give me a sec. Let me just pop this over it. Give me a second. So it's going to keep happening. Right. It's a lot of red, man. But no, I suppose... I don't know. I mean, the thing is I could get hold of one of those gurus to basically look through my channel and see what does better. I mean, I could do that myself. But the problem with, I would say the problem with with me, if I change the way I do things, then I'm not me anymore. And I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I don't know if that's the overall feeling for me, at least, is if I did things any different, is it going to make me a different person, or is my content going to suffer because of the way that I would do things? Or I don't know. And I know I could probably do a little bit more hyperactive stuff. I could probably be more energetic in the way that I deliver my content, but I'm not sure if that would be truly enough to change the way I do things. Or I think maybe it would be best for me to start a whole new channel and do it, as said, incognito. So you would basically never know that channel's existence because I would never tell anybody on it. But I've been tempted, that's the thing. I mean, with growing another channel organically, without any, I don't know, without any sort of like interaction with any other channel whatsoever, I've been meaning to do it. I just haven't got around to it. I already chose the channel, I already chose the artwork, I already chose what it should focus on. Mainly, the issue is me, and that's part of the problem. Oh, this is a good bundle. We don't have to do much with this one. I'm just going to put it back in the machine and get it redone. Oh no, we'll just stack it ourselves. Hold on. I'm not seeing anything counterfeit in this one. So that's fine, we'll do that. So that's 20 grand. I need an empty pallet. Excellent. So yeah, thanks for the question, Jamie. Much appreciated. All. I hope that answer helps you somehow. I think obviously, again, me not streaming on Twitch as well. I think that's gonna be a big problem for, like, if you want to become a big streamer, you do need to be streaming on a lot more platforms. And being that I'm not very consistent when it comes to streaming, that is kind of a downfall as well, because if you don't stream all the time, you'll never be a big streamer. I use streaming more for hanging out with people and just having that conversation and just chilling with people and just genuinely just enjoying time, you know. And it's for people who, if you've just got home from work and you can't be bothered to do anything, and you want to stick your feet up for 10 minutes and just be like, I don't really care much in the world, I'm gonna watch this bearded weirdo on my TV for a bit, and then I'll go and make myself a cup of tea, or I'm gonna grab myself a beer out the fridge. And that's kind of where I see my live streams. I don't see my live streams as a serious part of my content unless I'm doing like a really long series, because doing videos of a really long series can be draining, like really stupidly problematic, because it's constantly like trying to find like an hour's worth of content and then doing this and then doing another hour's worth of content and then doing the editing and then doing another load of content, and I'm like, I can't be bothered. Beards could be the next big trend. Hey, you never know. How you doing, bud? But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm when it comes to streaming, I'm not really worried about being a big streamer. I would say that I'm more worried about just making content that people enjoy. You know, streaming is just a part-time part for me. It's not anything I'm taking majorly seriously. Yeah, I think all these are clean. But the thing is, over the last couple of days, I've been reading into like the whole change in YouTube at the moment. Give me a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's, how many we got 50 grand there. And it's been interesting to keep up on the reading and like understanding what's going on and the shift in the way of YouTube is at the moment. And this is where it comes down to a new channel can push quite fast, is if you can get like a certain amount of content out very, very quickly, and you can kind of get shorts out and you can get long form out and you can kind of cover your bases, you'll grow your channel faster. And I'm like, actually, that kind of works. The downside is the separation between like people with goldfish brains versus people who enjoy long form content. So, and it's become, over the last, 2 years, it's become easier to grow a channel to 100,000 subscribers if you're doing shorts, because more people are watching YouTube shorts than trying to go over to TikTok. And obviously that means you're subscribing to channels and people are enjoying that more. I'm like, my problem with shorts though is it comes down to, can I be bothered to make them? Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, for the way that I'm doing stuff at the moment, I kind of kind of wish I played games with a bit more like gotcha time in it, you know, like I could make more bits and pieces. But my problem is every time I go to do something, it's never enough. Maybe I could put more time into it in my editing, but then my problem is I balance that with my family, and I balance everything else with like life, and I don't get that much time in comparison to others. And that again, that will go against you. If you can't make the time to do stuff, then people won't take the time to watch your videos. And again, it's like it's just a situation you find yourself in. So for me, I kind of do what I can, and I do what I will. And yeah, shorts are just spam it up and cross fingers. Yeah, it's like a couple I made. I mean, I've done ones with like, you know, I'll get like 200 views on one short, and then I've done like 13,000 on another short, and then it'll be like 200 here and then 6,000 there. Shorts are really weird, and then it comes down to like what time you're putting them out. Fudge off, and why did I mess that up? So yeah, it's a very strange climate we're finding ourselves in with YouTube. I don't mind it personally, it's just weird, you know? I bet there was 10 grand's worth of marked bills that I didn't find. That's why I have to, well, and there's 1,000. That's why I'm having to do one more. Joys of life, though. Joys of life. But yeah, I have considered like the channel that I've got on the side that I'm still messing around with, like a title to the actual channel. I kind of sat there and just went, well, that'll do because of this, and I'm like, yeah, will it? I mean, really? But I'm not sure what I could do, or I change the way that I do things a little bit to make it a bit more interesting, which is what most people would kind of say would be the best way to go. Looking forward to all the new changes. Is this the same load of changes that I mean, I follow a guru called Nick Nimmin. Are you talking about the changes of YouTube or the changes within like people's content? In YouTube? Yeah, I suppose. I'm kind of just hoping they don't screw it up a lot. You know, I mean, I'm just kind of like, please, you know, just be good. And then we'll all be fine. And then the world will be a better place. I do need to scan through every single one of these. That's the problem. Right. Can't get more screwed up than they can. Well, I don't know. The weird part is it probably could, but they're just not pushing they're not pushing their luck right now. I just kind of hope it works more, you know. And I know they're more working towards a, hey, well, you made this sort of content and this video got more views than that's going for this, and I'm like, okay, cool. PC users don't get 70% of the content. No, we don't. Mobile phones do because it's quick scroll. Let me just turn on this light. Turn this one off. Right, all this I'm going to go and put in my box. You know that mission, it was like find 50 bills. Came in this mission. Oh, you bastard. I'm going to drop it right down here. Right. There we go. Oh no, there's one left. Two left. Oh. There we go. Right. Okay, cool. No. How you doing here, Wolf? Welcome in, bud. 37 months to the He-Wolf. Thank you very much, buddy. Most appreciated. Yeah, there's mark notes in this bundle. So yeah, I mean, the thing is I think what I'm gonna do for me eventually is I'm gonna kind of look into, I don't know, because the one thing that some people do say is you need to be yourself, but turn you up to 11. So you kind of be happy and everything, but at the same time be like, I'm just going to do this and be, you know, just be OTT for a bit more, or just turn myself up a bit. And I think that's kind of where I think that's kind of what I need to do, if that helps. I don't know. I'm just trying to find words to like make me understand this as well. If you've got any help, if you've got any suggestions, most appreciated. Right, I reckon I'm going to flash all this and just, don't need to put my knife in here. This is all wet notes. One word of advice on that: don't listen to anyone who says they are ride or die, be you. And you know, yeah, I know. Yeah, I think like turning up the volume a bit for me would be probably be best. Because I look at everything, unfortunately, I look at everything a bit more in like a logical perspective, and I'm kind of like, well, I don't think that's kind of working, you know. And that's kind of what when people say, you know, because obviously being an older person compared to like a 20-year-old, it's like, yeah. Yeah. And I think that's part of the problem with if I'm going to be honest, I think that's part of the problem with doing live streams and doing videos at the same time. Because as a video, obviously it's sort of like a different perspective. It's a different personality, because you're trying to get people to watch for as long as possible. When it comes to live streaming, you're streaming because you're just, you know, hanging out with people, or you're trying to help people with this, that, and the other. And I think that's maybe where I kind of screwed up a bit, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Because with you, your video split, your videos and your streams are pretty much identical, but you do keep yourself anonymous. That is something that I didn't do. I kept myself on camera, and I think maybe that's part of the downfall, because everyone got to know you just through you speaking. You didn't have to be on camera to be you. Yeah, but that's the thing. I think when it comes to doing a video, it's a little bit different than being on stream, or the videos that you do, because you are anonymous to a point. You have the same personality in your videos than you do in your streams, because nothing is different, if that makes sense. I mean, if it doesn't make sense, let me know, but it's kind of how I see it. Right, we'll leave that in there a second. This thing takes 300 bills a time, and when you pick up a big bundle, it's 300 bills. Yeah, same. I think that's the difference between, I would say, him being more, because obviously, I mean, Split's ahead of me again, which, I mean, it's deserved. But the thing is he's kept his very consistent. He's always been off camera, so people have just they've adapted to his channel being a cameras channel, and they've enjoyed his content, doing what he does in his way. And that's all good. But I feel, because I've mixed mine and it's never been consistent of what I'm playing or what I'm doing, and I think that actually probably being a variety is probably my problem, is that I've never really stuck to one thing. I've always just carried, apart from Hybridsteel and Car Mechanic Simulator, everything else has been a variety of things that I do. It's never the same thing. Oh no, you'll grow with it. I mean, look at the big gamers. A lot of the big gamers don't have cameras, and they're growing. You know, they pull consistent amounts of views each time. They're entertaining people, and that's the thing. I think cameras are for a specific type of people. Like for me, I don't mind them because of the chill. It's, you know, it's the kind of the atmosphere that I'm going on this channel. But I think if I started a new channel, I wouldn't use the camera, because it's easier to edit. You can mess around a lot more without a camera, and you can kind of you can edit on the fly a lot more. When it comes to having a camera on, if you're editing with a camera, it's a pain in the ass. I did it for years. It is horrible. Like, the process is disgusting. Well, they self-stack after each bundle watch. Just gotta go through all of this stuff. So I'm just stacking up cash now. I'm not taking any missions. I'm just gonna empty the backlog and then we'll go from there. That's fair, man. That's fair, man. I find it because when it comes to a live stream like this, you're able to like see my reaction or me thinking or being an idiot, and it's kind of like the real side of me, like for just being on stream. I would say that the videos for me are just a different type of me, and I think that's kind of where I should be focusing when it comes to like making something different. When it comes to like chill time completely, I turn off YouTube completely. I'm not here. I get away from this. I'll sit down. Right now I'm playing Skate and Borderlands 4. I'm okay during the days right now. My calm down time is not on here. My calm down time is sitting down at my PS5, put my headset on, and just not worry about the world. My kids are in bed, I'm happy. Or I go to the gym. And I broke my PB today. I'm well happy. It knackered the shit out of me. I'll have to show you this. I don't know if I can. I don't know how well you guys are going to see this. That's my personal best right now. Deadlift. It's 170 kilos. What I've been told by every viewer that I have met is that they're bummed that I'm not showing how camera friendly I am with my expression stuff. Yeah, I think the cameras can ruin the perspective of a person though. You know, I think hiding behind anonymously, yeah, hiding behind that sometimes is actually better for you. But it's just the way I see the world. Gonna need another pallet soon. I do often feel I'm ripping people off from a one-to-one feel at times. Maybe I don't know, because it may even ruin it then. But maybe like cameras could be used as just a member stream thing. You know, maybe that's just a way of keeping it fair. Like, I mean, for all the people that do donations and everything else and like become members, maybe a membership is an incentive to get on a camera. I don't know, I'm kind of just sort of spitballing, but see it as a reward almost. Well, you're going to. That's just because you're locking things off for members. I kind of scrapped the idea of all that stuff as well. It's why I scrapped Patreon. Partially the reason why I'm not on Twitch anymore. I mean, I'm not on Twitch for a lot of different reasons, but I'm not on Twitch. One of them because they don't know how to treat their subscriber people properly. Yeah, that's bullshit though. Oh, I don't want to support you because you're doing members only content, but like you are a member. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. But yeah, the member stuff only. I mean, it can. I mean, there's a way of doing like you do members only content, but you can release it to subscribers like you know, a couple of days later. So it's not that bad. But doing a members only live stream, I think that does kind of give an incentive to people to join. But it's still, as you say, I mean, it can cause hate in division. It's stupid, really. But I mean, people see it as a, I don't know, almost like a personal attack on them. It's like, oh, he's doing members only content. Oh, I can't support this. Why not? It's the same content. It's just, if you are a member, then it's kind of special for you. And like, you get all these other YouTubers that do like, they'll do Patreon only content, or they'll do Twitch only content, and then they won't worry about the people on YouTube. I mean, that's a bigger division. And that is a massive division. If you're doing like members only content, at least it's on the platform they're watching on. There are people who do Patreon only content, and I could name a few if I wanted to. And I don't like that, because you're then forcing people to join another platform to pay you money so they can watch the same type of video you're doing. Again, I got rid of my Patreon. I got rid of Twitch. I'm literally down to 2 platforms now. I'm on YouTube and Kick, and that's it. But I don't like, you know, oh, well, yeah, join my Patreon so you can watch videos I'm not going to show on YouTube, but you can pay me more money. My membership's are 99p a month. And you get the same service. It's just you're choosing to pay me 99p a month. Well, technically, I mean, you're only paying me 70p a month because YouTube take 30p of it. Tis all bullshit. Oh, got a message. Message from the other half. So I'm see when she's coming home. Did you start all over with a new update? No, I'm still doing my old save. What I like is, since we're in different time zones, I can still catch you even if I work a full day. Yeah, that's kind of a positive side to. That's kind of a positive side for doing streams. It's a real positive thing for doing videos, because the videos obviously I release when. I release my videos between sort of like 4 and 5 o'clock UK time, which obviously is prime time for UK. For people who are, you know, in America, you guys are a couple of hours behind. So I know that in like 3 hours after I launch it, I get like a little bit more of an increase because of people coming home in America, and then like I get another little kick a couple of hours later when it's kind of like the West Coast as well. So. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I release my videos at a good time. People can watch whenever, and it's all good. But yeah, I'm all right with that. That's fine by me. But when it comes down to what I'm not a big fan of is locking your content behind different platforms because I don't know. I mean, I know the reason why they do it. They're obviously trying to they're making more money, and that's fine. But it's kind of, to me, it feels a bit, I don't know, I kind of find, I don't really like the idea, but I know it's people like, that's my personal preference. If you're going to do it, then that's up to you. But for me, it's not for me, if that makes sense. I'm actually surprised how many like non-bills there are in this. And that is all the $10 notes. Oh. All the tenors are done. No, when it comes to like down to the update, I mean, I could have started again, but for me, that's a lot of time spent messing around. Right, I am going to. It's just cool, okay? Now it's got money in it, so we'll go and chuck this down in my money drawer. Well, my money slab. Large boxes. Fantastic. Now the plus side to that is it sorts out all of those. If there's any gang notes in here, they all come out of here, so that's fine. Right, let's go and see if we've got any more dry money. If I have, then I'll use it. Yeah, that's gonna be wet. Oh no, that's wet as well. That's wet as well. That's wet as well. That's wet. I don't even know how that's got wet. That's wet. I think we broke one of these. I'm gonna have to stab it and find out. One of them I'm pretty sure I opened accidentally and now it's ink stained, which would be this one. So we need to wash this. It's all inked. And then this can go into furnace. I can't remember how to throw stuff. There we go. I've learnt again. We're good. Right. Right. Actually, I won't leave them there because they're in my way. If I put them over here. Cool. Right, I think I'm gonna chuck all of the notes in here because they're all wet and it doesn't matter. It breaks open the seals on it as well. We're all good there. Well, no, that's not even full. Smeg. Just made a massive mess all over the floor. Yeah, you can put boxes in the machines. It's one of the new features. Right, we need to do ink stained. Basic ink bugger. Right, there it is. Because it's got ink in it. Just gonna tip the whole line, doesn't matter. See, the plus side to the big machine is you can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. It's very handy. Any more? No. Give me a sec. Now to have a dryer. Exactly. I want a giant dryer. Currently talking to my wife who's at the hospital, and I've got my friend who's like, "You all right?" Yeah, I'm all right. I don't think you need a combo washer dryer. I think it's just genuinely, I think having a giant dryer, like, because this space is underutilized. There, what's wrong? I actually had an allergic reaction to something that she's never had a reaction to before. So we had an ambulance crew come out. They gave her a shot of adrenaline. They took her into hospital to do some checks. It's scary because it's never happened before. And all of a sudden I'm making a phone call to 999 saying, oh, by the way, my wife's kind of dying again. What the? There's an ambulance crew coming. Excellent. Cool. But yeah, that was a scary half hour. Right, we've got a shed ton of money in here. It's going to be a right annoyance. Plop. Oh, I did not want that to happen. Think I need to find a new place to put my money, because that's just made everything on this pile wet. Bummer. But yeah, she seems to be alright. I mean, they basically checked her over. There's nothing seriously wrong, which is good. And now I'm just waiting for her to get seen properly, which could take, I mean, UK waiting hours, you're looking at anywhere between like 3 and 6 hours properly, unless it's like proper emergency. So yeah, just waiting. That's all I can do. So for me, I will be streaming until, I want to say I'm streaming until about 11ish, and then I'm going to come off. I'm going to cap down for a bit. I won't sleep properly until she's back, or until at least know she's on her way home, that sort of thing. And then I'll do the whole day. I'll do the whole day again tomorrow. So I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow right now. Apart from that, it's all good. Right, I've got to go through all of that stuff. But I mean, the kids are alright. They went to bed. Took them a little bit longer to go through, but I wasn't expecting them to go to bed like bang on time. Just chill. Just carry on. I think that's the thing you got to do, really. I mean, I can't change anything that's happening right now, so I just carry on the way I am until something happens. And that's the big problem. Well, you know what? I'll be here whether you're... Yeah, I mean, it's cool, man. Being a big streamer or a small streamer is fine. For me, I got to be honest, I'd rather just grow the channel naturally and just be happy doing what I'm doing. I mean, yeah, I would prefer, if I'm going to be honest, I would prefer more views. Maybe playing more mainstream games would be a big thing. Or what I could do is keep my beak in one area and just do one thing instead of constantly changing what I'm doing to try and do something that I don't really need to worry about. I mean, I'm playing this game again. I'm playing this game because I enjoy playing this game. And I like playing it. It's a good little game. And this is fun. Well, for me. This is how we find all the marked notes, by the way. It's an easy, cool way to do it. Yeah. What do you do with the marked ones? There are sometimes missions that kind of want them. If not, you can now wash the marks off. So this machine now lets you do marked notes, so you can actually remove the marks. Now I did my entire backlog, so I cleaned every pallet I had of it, and this is all just counterfeit. But these are now the ones I have as marked. Now there's this thing on the wall that I've got to fill up. I haven't done that yet. Also, some missions ask for marked notes, so that's another thing you got to watch out for. I don't know if there is one right now. No, but sometimes you'd have like 50 marked notes as a mission, so you got to find 50 marked notes. Yeah, man, 2000. That was a good. I like that. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the new car mechanic game. I actually have a plan already. Like, I kind of wrote down a plan of everything I'm going to be doing with that game, so not to burn myself out on it. Only suggestion is sometimes you need to play what those games. Yeah, well, the thing is the games that got me loads of subs was Hybridsteel, which I played for 4 years, and I basically completed the game and covered the game in its entirety. And Car Mechanic Simulator. And Car Mechanic Simulator it comes out every couple of years. And so you have to kind of pace yourself a little bit. So I already came up with a kind of rough plan that I'm going to be doing with the new CMS. So when it comes to the new CMS for me, I'm going to be doing the guide like I did before, because the guide got me a decent amount of views, and it's a constant, like, evergreen thing. I'm still getting views from the 2018 Car Mechanic game, and that game's been out for, you know, nearly 10 years now. When it comes down to CMS 2020, I'm still getting views, and I'm still doing stuff from that, and that's good. My problem was I did way too much, and it killed me. Well, not physically, but because I did like the whole guide thing. I pulled the whole guide in like 4 days, so I put that out over 2 weeks, and then I did 4 full seasons of like Rusty Nuts Garage, which was me doing up a car as kind of like a TV show sort of thing, and that killed me. I was like, this is screwing me over, and I can't play the game anymore because of it. But what I want to do next time is kind of pace my content more, so I'm not doing like as much as I did. The thing is I enjoy CMS, but I have to learn to pace myself, and that's something I did not do in the bit before. I wish I had to say some of them videos. Yeah, no, some of my CMS videos are on 100,000 views, if not more. But the problem is it was me. I killed the game for myself. I burnt myself out on it, and I don't want to pick it. I don't want to pick it back up. So I'm waiting for the next one. All good, man. Hope the medication goes well. But yeah, it's just things like that. It's kind of why I'm back on this. If I'm going to be brutally honest, the reason why I'm back onto playing games like this is because I just enjoy calming down with them. Yeah, they do. I mean, that's the thing. But Car Mechanic Simulator is definitely something that I could definitely get back into happily and just pace myself better with. A game like this, I actually just enjoy playing it because this helps my OCD. Like, counting money is just one thing. It's an OCD reaction thing, and I'm okay with that. And it's a really good game to calm down with. It's a good game to, like, you know, just eat, because I'm not even focusing on what I'm doing, but I'm talking to you guys, and actually I'm enjoying myself. I'm just here vibing, as the young kids say. Any idea what that genre of the game will be? No. I'm always looking for something to sink my teeth into, though, like something that I really want to get into and like take apart and, you know, sort things out and help people with. And I've got to be honest, for the last like 3 years, I haven't found that game I want to play. So I kind of just turned into a variety gamer. Oh, the new Hybridsteel game. Well, so Roadcraft could do. Again, at the moment, money's an issue, but that's just me. The new game from the Hydroneer team is it's kind of a looter shooter, so it's not really for me. Roadcraft is limited, I completely agree. Also, I feel that it's already had its day, like, and it's long. Like, I mean, it's for a single player. Like, I play a lot of games on my own, so what I'm doing is I'm looking for something like a Hydroneer sort of game, or a car mechanic sort of game where I can take it apart, explain how things work, do this, that, and the other. I love making guides, so that's kind of why, even when I was trying to get into Grounded and Grounded 2, first thing I wanted to do was start making guides for it, and that's the problem. Farming Simulator, I had a little bit of a run on that. It's not a bad game. Again, long-winded. I'd like to see a Hydroneer-like game because of the graphics. This is, well, I don't know. I think Hydroneer's had its time as well. Yeah, there is a lot of farming sim content, and because it's because it's very, very popular. I mean, it's massively popular. So there are so many people playing it and so many people enjoying it. It's very hard to get into. Like, actually get into that sort of, like, it's hard to break into that crowd if it's already being covered by a lot of different people. That's what I meant. I did one series. I did one series of farming sim, and after that I didn't carry on. This is all wet money. I've got to wash all. I've got to dry it all. Yeah, I could do that. Easy. The thing is, it doesn't matter about the niche. So that's the thing. That's the plus side to being almost like a variety gamer. Is it doesn't matter about the niche that I play. It's literally about, like, making a tutorial, enjoying the game, and just having fun with it. And that's where I'm at. Okay. So if you've got any suggestions, I'm more than happy to listen to a lot of people. Give me a sec. Oh, you know, medieval blacksmith. To be honest, I only really saw your Hydroneer content, so you may have already. Oh yeah, I've already done medieval blacksmith. I think I've covered like 4 or 5 different blacksmith games on this channel. Yeah, and that doesn't really need much in the way of tutorials. It tells you how to play the game. And that's the other thing. You've got to find a game that literally has has nothing already in its catalog as a tutorial or a intro to the game, and it just throws you in the deep end. So at the beginning, it was something like Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter was a big thing. I really enjoyed that game profusely. It was awesome, and it was good. It was fun. It it was something different. It was a different type of city builder. Kind of base builder, and I really liked it. And I just played the game and had fun with it. But I think the thing with it is, it was kind of, once you kind of played it through once, you knew what you were doing. And then if you ever watched a YouTuber play it, you kind of knew what you were doing. Alvor, some creator is slacking. Is that me? Yeah, it'd be me. I mean, out of all, for me, it was good. It was good to start with, but my problem with is it took a lot of time to do a video. That was part of my issue. It was like, I've got to dig this hole for like 6 hours and then do that. Did not cover the last big update. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. Colony survival. Yeah, I'll check it out now. Colony survival. Oh, is this the 8? This is kind of the pixelated game. This came out in 2017, dude. I don't have a credit card attached to my Steam account split. I can't even look at that game unless I added one. It's the law in the UK, because we so a couple of months ago they put a law in that you're not allowed to watch Corn without adding ID, right? So the only, obviously the way around it is you can get hold of virtual IDs. Most people making them in the face of Keir Starmer, or you would get a VPN. Now, if I got it on Steam, Casting Couch Simulator, if I add a credit card, I can see this game. But under the UK Online Safety Act, Valve is required to verify that you are 18 or older before accessing mature sexual content. If you wish to do so, please add a valid UK credit card to your account and afterwards update the mature content preferences. I'm not making this shit up, right? This is what we have to now deal with in the UK, because apparently we need to protect children from pornographic material. And it got brought in because it was under I'll show you. There you go. See, not making it up. It's right there. So yeah, that came down as the Online Safety Act of what we're like. That's what happened in the UK. And then people go, well, I mean, I get it. You know, we're trying to protect children from harmful content online. And I completely understand, right? But for anybody who is over the age of 18, you have to verify your accounts if you want to see anything to do with nudity online now. And I'm kind of sitting there just going, I'm not quite sure how to feel about it. On one side, I'm like, everyone should be free to do what they like. On the other side of it, I'm like, yes, we should be protecting children. You know, yeah, it's not really a bad thing, but it kind of sit there and just go, huh, so I can't even have a 5-knuckle shuffle without authenticating my ID. Yeah. Have you thought of switching the places of the wash and the chamber? I've got to be honest, I didn't even think I'd be doing this at this point. So, I mean, I can't do it without it. It's just, I couldn't be bothered to move. There's going to be a lot of pallets of money after this. I like these types of games, but I would rather let my wife stream them. Yeah, I get that. I mean, watching it, I think that's the difference. Playing it and watching it is two different things. Like, for me, this is one of those games I can turn my brain off. I'm like, doesn't affect me at all. I'm fine. And I completely understand why people don't want to watch this and like to watch it. It's a weird thing. Water Park Sim. When I first played the demo to that game, I didn't really know what to think of it. I was like, okay, what's it going to be like? Playing the game of it, I'm going to be honest, for 10 quid, right? That game it's on a different level of sim games. It is absolutely fantastic. And I mean, I think I'm 4.5 stars in now. So I'm quite close to finishing the game, which is all right. But I've got to be honest, Kalis has done a really bloody good job. Like, first off, he hasn't charged the arse of the game. So the game's £10, which is, I mean, UK money. That's quite good for an indie game. Number two, and it is coming out from multiplayer. Number two, I mean, the amount of gameplay that's in the game is really good. Managing is micromanagement. It's very basic, but it's the addictive loop that you kind of want to play in. You know, it's I'm going to save that person. I'm going to get that person from drowning. That person just shit on my floor. I'm going to tase that person because they're doing good. And you've all these extra bits and pieces that you kind of sit and just go, I'm still playing this game after 20 odd hours. There's something about it that kind of makes you want to keep playing because you're growing the park. You're making it better. You're making more money. And the effort that's gone into making it a very simple but very easy game to play, he's almost perfected the sim genre in his first game. Body checking a pedo. Are you not currently streaming TCG? That's a good game as well. Ever since they added in grading cards, I like that game so much, especially because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like, I got back into Pokemon after 20 odd years of not being into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and all the other stuff. Like, I got my first Charizard graded 9. Awesome. It's only worth like 40 quid, but it's alright. I now have the whole of the evolution that needs to be graded, because that's something I'm going to get done. I've just sent off a package to CGC to get graded, and I want to build up what I want to do is I want to build up a kind of backlog of like graded and high-end cards, and then I want to do I want to do a vending at some point, and I know it's going to take me a long time to get to that point because I don't get a lot of money to do this, that and the other. So I'm kind of collecting and doing stuff at the same time, just slowly building it up. I mean, I've got my whole life to do this, so I'm slowly building up. I'm buying like cheaper cards right now that I know are going up in price, and that's where I'm going to get them graded, and then they come back and I can put them in a big stack and then take them to a boot fair and start a kind of business. My problem is I was looking at how to start a legitimate business in the current situation I'm in. And it's not easy because everything goes against Kerry. Oh, for fuck's sake. So yeah, I've got to try and find a way of, like, in my first month having to make, I think it's like $4,500 I would have to take, because I have to cover every bill and everything within a certain amount of time. I'm like, okay, so I need to make this much money in my first month. Yeah, so that's what I've got to try and do. So at the moment, I'm kind of just building up this backlog of things I can sell. Yep. So I've spoke to HMRC in this country, and I've spoke to the other people. I can't remember their name now. They're just the other people that control, like, money and stuff in the United Kingdom. And I spoke to them, and they're like, okay, yeah, well, if you're going to get tax will only just come off of you because you want to be a sole trader. I'm like, that's fine. And when it comes to, like, anything else, it's like, yeah, once you're registered as this, and this, then it needs to... I'm like, oh, fuck. Then there's, oh, balls. So at the moment, what I want to do is I kind of want to start a... It's not quite a full-on trading card business as such, but I want to do something that's kind of more involved that way. Now, yeah, there we go. Do they give you you can make this much before they take from her? No. So if it comes down to registering as a even just a single even as a sole trader. For every pound I would make, it would be 55p off of her disability income. So as soon as you become a business, which under eBay law is £1,000 in a year or 33 sales, because eBay are now underneath the HMRC. So if you start making money on eBay, if you make over £1,000 on eBay or over 33 sales on eBay, your details then get passed to HMRC, who then go into, right, you owe us this much money. And as soon as HMRC get triggered, then the other people get triggered, and then they start taking money off of disability, and you have to start paying extra. So I was like, shit. So in order for you to start even just an online business, that's what I have to deal with to start with. Yep. Well, yeah. So yeah, it's £1,000 in 1 year. So you can make £999 in 1 year in the UK, and that could be known as a side hustle that you wouldn't have to pay tax on, and no one else will get triggered. As soon as you make over £1,000, you have to then go into the Sole Trader Act. It's like, cool. So at the moment, I'm not selling on eBay. I'm not selling anywhere. I'm not doing anything online. I'm literally just nothing, because I want to build up that backlog first, so I have everything prepped. So then when I do eventually want to do whatever I want to do, I then can do it straight away. And I've been watching a load of people on how they set up their online businesses and this, that and the other, and that's kind of where I was going. So what my plan is to do this once I've got this much stuff and this much in the back, and then I can go, then I can carry on basically. Well, yeah, that's the thing, but that's not a guarantee. That's the problem. Yeah. So currently I just sit here and go, okay, cool, don't worry about it. I don't touch nothing. And the other thing about the UK now is that it's not just eBay that's being watched, it's Etsy's being watched as well, and who else is being watched? It's Etsy, because obviously you can apply for being a business on Etsy. It's anything that basically, even if you were to do, yeah, they watch your bank accounts, they watch eBay, they watch PayPal. And basically the HMRC chucked in, they now got an AI that starts reading through everyone's bank accounts, where money comes from, where this does, what that does, what this does, and everything else. And it almost sounds like an authoritarian state. You're like, fuck's sake. And so there is no more extra freedoms when it comes to making money on the side. The only way you can do it, and I mean it's the only way, is doing boot fairs. So like if you do like a flea market in America, you do it cash in hand, and you do it at the back of your car sort of thing. That's a boot fair. So that's you can do that in this country happily. No one's going to know you're making any money because it's all cash in hand. There's no cash machines. There's no nothing. So that's something that can be done. It just, you sit there and just go, this is what you're resorted to. Yeah. Right, that's 4 stacks of cash. Right, I'm going to put them in bullet because I'm kind of glad I'm doing this better now, because this is like, yep, still waiting. Yeah, that's what would happen to me over time. And I already had that conversation with Kerry as well. Like at the moment, my YouTube channel doesn't really make anything, so I'm not really, there's no major worry here on that side of things. But I know if it did, yeah, I'd be like, right, everything has to be done officially. It has to be done like this. At the moment, I'm kind of, I don't even make. I think the plus side is because I'm a full-time carer for Kerry, because I don't make even enough money to get rid of my benefit. It's not even a worry right now, and that's kind of depressing at the same time. Knucklehead, how you doing, buddy? Can you get paid by a caretaker in the UK? Yeah, so the idea of being a full-time carer is I gave up my job 8-9 years ago because Kerry went through all the shit she went through. So I became a full-time carer. I'm at home 24/7. If she needs me, I'm here. And because of her mobility issues now, because of cancer and everything else she went through, I'm basically, if she can't do it, I have to. It's me. I care for the way that she gets around the house. I care for the, so on a bad day, she could be laid up on the sofa. I'd have to get her off the sofa, try and get, do all that stuff as well. And you get paid a whopping, and here we go, a whopping £70 a week. That's it. And that's not just for a 40-hour week. That's every day, all day. And that's carer's allowance. That's how much you get paid. Does the UK hate you or something? Oh yeah, they probably, well. And the other thing that you'll get in this country split is because that's a benefit. I get called a benefit scum for doing that job. I am the problem in the United Kingdom. Me. Because I claim a benefit that's a carer's allowance, I am the scum of this country. And that's what you'll get. You'll get people go, well, those people on benefits who don't work, well, they're part of the problem, aren't they? Well, actually, no, I get a benefit for looking after my disabled wife who's on disability because cancer has basically knocked out her mobility. Well, they're part of the fucking problem, aren't they? No. That's the sort of like harebrained mentality that certain people like myself are like currently being scrutinized for. It's fun and games, mate. Apparently it's my fault. So yeah, if there was a way that this channel could take off and I was earning 4 or 5 grand a month, I'd be more than fucking happy. I wouldn't have to be claiming benefits. I could supply for the family. I could do all that stuff that I kind of want to do, and that's kind of where that is this whole conversation we've had over the last like 2 hours, trying to figure out how to make better videos that I can make more money from, and then I can tell the benefits people to piss off. Tell them to invent a cure for cancer. They'll never invent it. So bar, the problem with that is they'll never invent a cure for cancer. Do you know why? Because it's profitable, mate. All those people going under cancer treatments, the medication people make a shed ton of money from that. So why would you try and cure something that makes so much money for the medical industry? How you doing, Dark Dragon? There's always going to be a cancer charity. There's always going to be a we're working on it. Yeah, they could try and make it less dangerous, but you'll never be able to cure it unless somehow they do, but then all of a sudden there's no more money left in it. Yeah, exactly. If you were able to bring down insulin to like 1p per vial, you know, that cost just 1p per vial, then that the entire industry for insulin dries up because there's no profit left in it for people who make money off of insulin. So it's a very strange life we live in, and the worst part is if you look at it like that, the whole world goes to pot. That's just the way that I see it. But yeah, I am apparently the scum of the United Kingdom because my disabled wife claims disability. Yeah. Then you have to try and make that make sense. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm up to, and so it's kind of why I'm always sort of mulling around of trying to make things better or trying to make different types of videos, trying to make something that works so I don't have to rely on so much crap anymore. Yeah. Can you ask a question? Yeah, go for it, Wendy. Not a problem. All ears. Right, so that's all dry money. So that's the next stack. We gotta go through all this stuff. Badump. At the same time, I've got to put all of this stuff in here. It's all wet, man. It's all wet. You're Kent based. Yeah, mate. South-faced and proud. Not to be confused with chav, right? I'm not a chav. I live on a council estate, yes, but I am not a chav. I've got more in common with a snail than I do with a chav. Faversham, Ashford Way. I got you, man. I know where that is. The marked bills, do you need 4 pallets as well? It's depending on how you want to sort things out. You don't have to have any. You can actually just wash all the marks off if you want. Because since they put in the giant washing machine, you can take the marks off. So you don't have to have any pallets for any of this. It's just I prefer to keep some around. There are missions that do the whole, we need 50 bills. Just have a pallet full, be happy. Just be careful what you say, you might get in jail. Mate, there was the worst example I've seen so far of a two-tier justice system in this country is there was a guy who got arrested for calling 2 people a muppet. I'm not even fucking joking. This guy got he got arrested for calling people a muppet because they were and apparently they were afraid and traumatized by what he called them. And I'm not making that up. It was in the bloody newspapers, and I saw it on YouTube, and I'm like, you got to be joking. I get, you know, if you're going to incite violence and call for the death of somebody, then yeah, you should be arrested. But if you're just messing around with, like, I mean, the worst part is you can't use certain words to describe certain people, or you get arrested. I'm like, seriously? I mean, back in the day, we were calling everybody gay and retarded, and nowadays it's an arrestable offence. I'm like, do you not understand? Like, you know, taking the piss. And that's kind of what we all just did when we were younger. That's all we did. We took the piss out of each other because we're idiots. Oh, I should have put the bloody box in there as well. It's countries. Yeah, it's dodgy, man. There's already a vaccine for treatment for cancer, but big pharma. Exactly, there's something done. If it's the same story I heard, then it was a cop he called a muppet, and the cops Frederick. No, I've seen that one as well, Dennis. Yeah, but no, this person literally called someone else a muppet, and then they got arrested. Back in the days when the COD, back on the Xbox 360, dude, I would have been arrested every week for what I used to say on Xbox. I was a horrible, horrible person. And I still can be. But it's like, yeah, the entire world, I mean, it would have been a horrific meltdown of a circumstance. Nobody would have survived. Like 95% of Xbox Live would have been arrested. And that's not even a joke. Back when as soon as we were able to get online and be able to like talk to people from all over the world, we were taking the piss out of each other. We were ripping each other a new arsehole because it was something we could do, have fun. I mean, most of us were laughing by the end of a COD lobby. Most of us. I mean, admittedly, there was probably a couple of kids crying in a corner, traumatized for the problem they just like experienced. But mate, we would have all been in jail. Every single one of us. And that's the difference nowadays. Everyone's too pent up to be able to say what they want to say, even though in 2011 we were ripping the crap out of everybody. Are you not streaming on Twitch anymore? I actually made a video all about it, and I've got several reasons why I'm not streaming on Twitch anymore. Basically, number one, Hassan Piker. I feel that dickhead of a wanker needs to be coming off that platform, but he's protected by Twitch. I don't like the fact that Twitch charge you £6.49 to be a tier 1 follower, which is bull crap when you can do it for 99p over here. So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that when Twitch put a ban on view bots, they lost 24% of their viewership. So 24% of the people that watch Twitch are not real people. And then you'll get people like, I mean, Tectone was a really good example. So you've got people like Hassan Piker, who will call the death for people. He even asked for Ela Klein to be killed because she was an IDF secretary. She wasn't a soldier, she was a secretary, and she was conscripted. She didn't have a choice, so she joined her army. She did her bit, and if you listen to Ela Klein now or Ethan Klein, they both condemn what's happening in Gaza, right? So they're on the other side of the spectrum of like what's going on. Nobody, you know, they're not a big fan of all the killing. But because Ela Klein used to be part of the IDF, even as a secretary, she's seen as a baby killer, and Hassan wants her dead. He broadcasted this live on stream on Twitch, and what happened to him? Nothing. Frogan calls for every soldier in America to have PTSD and go and basically suffer because of what they've done in their past. Tectone calls her a fat bitch and gets banned for 2 weeks. So he gets banned for 2 weeks for saying something, but it's all right for Hassan to basically call for the death of people. And that's one of the bigger reasons why I left Twitch. I refuse to support a platform that has that much of a difference in how they treat their users. It's crap. I flipping hate it. And the problem is Dan Clancy. He's trying to manipulate the way that people like stream and do their stuff and fall in line, and the world will be a better place. People don't want to fall in line. Streaming's all about freedom of expression and do what you feel is right and be happy. And I don't like it, the way that the way they protect certain people. So until actually, I will probably never return back to Twitch because I don't like the way it's run. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous platform. Did you watch the podcast with Asmin and Emmy? Oh, the steak and eggs one. Yeah, I watched a few of those. But I watched like highlights and stuff on YouTube. I wouldn't watch it on Twitch. Steak and eggs, yeah. So that's the reason why. As I said, I made a video about it. It is a long video, but it shows examples and the reasons why I don't watch Twitch. I don't support Twitch. I feel that Twitch is a dying it's a dying platform. It needs to disappear. And if I'm going to be brutally honest, I prefer Kick. If people have got a problem with Kick because it gets basically it's backed up by stakes.com, which is a gambling website, then please know that there are a shed ton of gambling websites out there that do support a lot worse places. And if Stake is making money from people being stupid and gambling and they're passing that money on to their streamers, I haven't got a problem with that at all. It's your stupidity, your gambling, and then that money is being used for the greater good. So many cancer vaccines exist. Yeah, we went through all that. Joys of life, unfortunately, man. Right, let's get all this done. We're scanning every single note for marked notes. But yeah, so I hope that answers that question of why I'm not on Twitch. Like I said, up there you can see the Kick logo and the YouTube logo. I'm not putting anything. I'm not going to stream on Rumble. I'm not a big fan of Rumble. It was just the platform itself for me. It doesn't really feel like I want to stream there. But yeah, I've got really nothing else to like chuck anywhere. I don't want to stream on TikTok. TikTok's useless, especially for streamers, because it needs to be like wide video, not thin video. Apart from that, yeah, I'm all right. I'm kind of at peace with everything I do now. I'm kind of just chilled. I think the other thing is after like leaving something like Twitch, I'm not really bothered. You know, I'm kind of just happy in my own little world, in my own little thing, doing my own little thing, basically. I swear I had a spare palette as well. I'm gonna have to use this palette. I low-key miss Facebook gaming. I used to watch a lot of the guys back in previous. Yeah, and they just never was able to keep an audience. And the problem with Facebook gaming is they let it all go so they could like readapt to something else, and it didn't really work, did it? I kind of just wish that, I don't know, I kind of just wish that the world would find a platform that everyone could be happy on instead of being treated like a two-tier system. Like YouTube's kind of the best thing we've got, And even then, it does favor certain people because of obviously views. That's what they're here for. Space mining could cut global metal costs in half. Earth is resource. Yeah, but how are you going to get people? The problem is that's a lot of fucking money to get people. Well, I don't even know where this conversation is going. Fantastic. So the problem with like space mining is the cost. You've got to spend X amount of money getting mining equipment into space, and then you've got to spend X amount of money getting it off the planet in the first place, because you know mining equipment is not light. And then you've got to try and get it back to Earth. It's not easy. And asteroids fling around at like stupid miles per hour. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Yes. So Amazon owned Twitch, and Twitch's service, I think it's called AVS, is the same service that Kick use. So Kick is using Amazon servers to do their stuff. And the problem with Twitch owning Amazon, Amazon owning Twitch, is that they're okay with how Hassan is AWS. I think it's called AWS, but AWS is basically Amazon's online servers. So it's their streaming software they use for broadcasting Twitch. I think that's what it's called. It's whatever powers Twitch. I just can't remember what it is. I'm pretty sure it's AWS, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But Kick uses exactly the same service. Yeah. And that's why Kick is almost a direct copy of Twitch. They just chose green instead of purple. But it's the joys of life. Joys of everything. I'm sort of crossing my fingers though that Twitch kind of learn that. I think the more and more people who hear about how Hassan actually is and how his like orbiters are as well, I hope it kind of opens up what people should be paying attention to, because what's happening on Twitch is not new, but it is having a problem. It is having a structural issue with the way Twitch is run. What did I do for work before? I was a diamond electroplater. And I worked in a supermarket. I gave up 2 jobs to become a full-time carer and a part-time YouTuber. To put this into perspective, if I hadn't have done that and everything was normal, you know, like if I lived a normal life like everybody else, where you get up, you do a 9 till 5, you come home, you see your kids, play for a little bit, they go to bed, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, you go back to work, and the world just carries on, I would have been all right. My job paid okay. Well, my jobs paid okay until I got fired from one. And then, yeah, my main job paid fairly well. I was, if I was still there now, I'd probably be looking at being a charge hand. So I would probably be on like half decent money. You know, I'd be learning how to run departments at this point, because I'd have been there for like 20 years at this point. So I would have been using what I know to run what I did. I knew what I was doing. My job was that easy to any half-wit monkey could have done my job. but it paid well. It was a boring, mundane, crappy job, but it paid well. And I enjoyed it. But these things aren't meant to last, unfortunately, and whatever. So I use the analogy of like, I use the poker analogy a lot. What was the supermarket job? My supermarket job, it was a shit job. Stacking shelves, doing basic grunt work and, you know, that sort of shit. Joys working in a supermarket. But my job of being an electroplater, I didn't mind it. I had a tolerance against nickel, so I never got nickel rash. And my job was, I used to make a lot of blades and saws and stuff. I worked for Audi many years, and it was great. I worked, it was a supermarket, so you know, that sort of same shit. But I used to make cutting blades, predominantly grinders and cutting blades for construction industry. Some of the smaller stuff we used to make, on my department at least. My department, the smallest thing I used to make was this like a saw. It was only about 10 mil across, and it was like one of the finest sort of diamond grits we used to use, which was like what was known as a 600 by 400 diamond grit. So basically they take diamonds and they grind them down with other diamond to make a coating of a grit, and then you nickel plate it to a big circular blade or a little circular blade. And some of the stuff I used to make was used by Ferrari in their F1 teams, so they used to grind down carbon fiber to make their Formula 1 cars lighter, which was really cool. And then I used to make what we called fish blades, and the fish blades were like 2 millimeters thick, done with a really, really, really fine diamond grit, and they used to be made for cutting contact lenses. So the opticians industry used to use our workshop as well. And then one of the biggest ones I used to make was a 1.5 meter wide metal drum, and it had diamond grooves cut through it. We used to grit all that up and put it all in. Took 3 days to completely plate it, a day to clean it, and they were used for cutting manholes. And this was just my workshop that I used to work in. The other workshop my uncle used to work in, he used to do like full factor metal like molding, which was something that was what he did for his, like, the whole time he was there. We had people who used to work in different pressing rooms. We had CNC offices. All of this stuff under one roof, and it was a cool job. It was basically, if you found something interesting, they'll take you on. They'll train you up. They'll show you how to do it all, and you were able to learn all these different departments and all these different jobs. And if I was still there with 20 years worth of experience, with all the old geezers who were probably like packing up, all the people I know now who used to work there, they're probably on the point of retirement now. So they'll be looking at people like myself or the other kids that I was working with as the next load of charge hands and people that were coming up. Because that's how it was. If you work there long enough, you'll be able to get a high position. That was just literally the place. If you're putting in the work, they will reward you. Christmas bonuses there were, if you worked fairly well the whole year and you didn't have any extra like sick leave off and stuff like that, you'd get like 2 weeks extra pay at the end of the year. If not, you just get your basic week. So if you were able to do an entire year's worth of work without getting sick, they'd give you an extra week's worth of pay. It was 5 weeks vacation or a holiday. So if you worked out your holidays well enough between bank holidays, you're almost going to get 6 weeks off. It was good. It was just a job, but it was a good job, and that's what I liked about it, and that's what I'd still be doing. Where is this employer? It's near where I live, mate. But they're not. Unfortunately, COVID kind of killed off the industry a bit. So I spoke to some of the people who were still working there during the COVID time, and they were like, we've never seen it this quiet before because of COVID shutting like industries down and this down and that down. And even now, it hasn't fully recovered. It's still working quite slow. So, but in order for you to like get moved up through it, you do have to put like 20 years worth of service in, because you have to outlast everybody else. So the job's all about how long do you want to work there for, more than anything. I would have still been there. The job for me was ideal. I could switch my brain off and do my job. It didn't involve any thinking. it was just one of those things. It's like I'd get in the morning, 7:30. You're basically there for 7:30. That's when you're clocking before 7:30, and then 7:30 comes. You empty all your machines, well, you empty all your tanks, which is nickel solution. That's what I used to do. So you empty you get your suction pipe out, empty all of the ones, get all the diamond off the bottoms, recycle that and put it all through Cliff's office. So he cleans up all the diamond, gets it all ready for like the next day or whenever it's going to be used. You're taking off all of these jigs with all these blades on it, so you take all them apart, you put them in a pile for wash. Whilst that's all being stripped down, you're drying off all your racks and putting them all up again. That's all done by 9 o'clock. So within the first hour and a half, you've already taken apart everything and put it all back together, and it's all ready to go again. And then the next part after that is you basically have to go through you have to basically strip all the paint off of all the stuff from the day before, and then you strip it all off, and then you put it all through, and then it goes into a blaster. So you're sandblasting, you're polishing, you're grinding, and that's your afternoon whilst you're gritting, and you're doing like 3 miles worth of walking as well. So our warehouse shed is probably about quarter mile, and because you're back and forth, up and down all day, every day, you do about 3-4 miles at work all day, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But it's rewarding to the children, so that's what matters the most. My job is far more, yeah, exactly, that's the thing. I mean, a mentally taxing job like you said you do, I mean, I hope you enjoy it. I think that's the thing. If you can find a job you enjoy, it doesn't feel like a job. I get that. But if it's mentally taxing, is it going to cause you long-term issues? My job, the only long-term issue it would have gone maybe if I'd have got like more sulfuric acid left in my bloodstream. You know. You've been an HMI for 15 years. What's an HMI? I'm not big on abbreviations. Oh, okay. You're an inspector. Fair enough. You work for Ofsted. That's cool, man. At the end of the day, that's a good job. I kind of wish that Ofsted, the old school that I used to go to, would have listened to Ofsted. They wouldn't have shut down. After I left when I left my secondary school in like 2002, the Ofsted reports got worse and worse and worse. It was to the point they shut the school down. Then they turned it into an SEN school, and then nothing happened, and now they're looking to sell the land off. And it's like, you're an idiot. You needed to keep that as a school. So I kind of wish they would have listened. It was a good school when I was there. Obviously, I'm not like a grade A student and all, but I still wouldn't. It still was not. It was an alright school. Yeah, that's what happened to mine. So the school I used to go to got turned into a sports academy. It didn't save them. Their rep just got worse over time. Right. I unfortunately need this. I'm going to go there. And it is 9:30. So there we are, 11:30. So I've got 6-7 pallets of cash to go through. So that'll be fun. Well, there we go, guys. I want to say thank you very much for being here. Most appreciated. It's been good to just sit down and chill and chat and not have to worry about it too much. So what I want to do this weekend that's coming, on Friday and Saturday, I want to be doing Water Park Simulator. I might get back into doing this for another stream maybe. If you're interested, let me know, because at the end of the day, it's all good. And it's been nice just to talk. It's been nice just to like calm down and kind of just go for it, like just to almost get rid of all this shit that's going on, you know. So thank you very much for being here. It's most appreciated. If you want to carry on following, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. There will be a video tomorrow. I will be streaming at the weekend. And I'm going to say thank you again. I'll say peace out. Have fun. Enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, or anything. I'll catch you all later. Boom. Fist bump to you.